And we're green. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MMS Formula One. We are back after a bit of a break, yeah. Season 6, round 6. Nice double sixes there for the German Grand Prix. Yeah, I think one of the most awaited races of the season, next to the likes of Spa in Belgium and Monza in Italy, purely because of its interesting history with hecticness and weather that is always causing some peril in us. Hello, Miran.
Hello, Kai. It's once again fantastic to be with you here, back for Formula One. And yes, the Hockenheimring is an absolute staple of the MMS Formula One calendar. We've had exciting races on exciting races here every single season, it feels like. And yeah, I wonder what the German Grand Prix will have in store for us today.
Well, I can tell you what it has in store for us. It is mixed weather and a rainy start to the race. Qualifying was full rained out, it was constantly wet, so this explains the kind of a mixed grid order, which we're going to see in a bit. But we also have a rainy start to the race, and when you have a standing start in the rain, it's always difficult, it's always hard to get that grip, and it always produces a different kind of thrill. So without further ado, Miran, I think we should get down to the grid, and I'm going to blast through it. We're going to do the EFO way. I'll give you lap one. So on pole position, it is the home hero, Joel Michael Maher for Ferrari, kind of like his partial name counterpart, Michael Schumacher. He is in the red on pole in Hockenheim, to the joy of German fans that came here. In P2 though, a bit of a surprise, championship leader Johannes van Leer in the BMW powered Benetton. I didn't predict this to happen, and I'm positively surprised by what the Benetton can show, especially in the rain. Then you have Matthew Falcon, McLaren finally finding some qualifying pace with Salsaller in 4th. Max Pisonia, Real, bringing in some important downforce upgrades to the car, and it shows as Pisonia lines up in 5th. Then you have Material in 6th, Commodore in 7th, Rackers down in 8th, not the best of qualifying from both of the Williams cars. In 9th is Miran FG, surprising form, but even more surprising is Matthias Giannini in 10th for the Leighton House team. Then you have Siegfried Friedman, also a big surprise for the footwork team in 11th. Then in 12th you have Teller, 13th is Guillou, then you have Shahin down in 14th. That's not the best pace from the Ferrari man. In 15th is the returning driver, Sofia Ankudinova. Her race bands have run out, so she is back, and not the best of qualifying. Tobias Reaper in 16th, 17th is Isiakis Karmavakis. Then you have Alex van der Bremt in 16th, 17th is Karma. Wait, what? Well, okay, never mind. He's in. Oh my god, I got lost. In 18th, in 19th is Bagus, in 20th is Pfeiffer. Then you have Vanek in 21st. Horrible qualifying from the championship contender, the man in P2 in the standings. Then you have Moreira in 22nd, Valding in 23rd, Gertz 24th, Ward 25th, Speed 26th, Miller 27th, Keith 28th, 29th is Radianto. Horrible qualifying from the McLaren driver, the reigning champion as well. Witt is in 30th, in 31st is Marcus Kroneholme in the glorious Modena, and running off the grid is Zerankaya in the Minardi. So if all that done, Miran, let's get to the race start.
Yeah, a very, very interesting grid then, as the rain pours down here at the Hockenheim, as we're gonna go to the red lights. And we're underway here at Hockenheim. Looks to be a good start from Michael Macher heading into turn 1. Van Leer doesn't really get the jump on the German, or he might just, as he's trying to go up and alongside the Ferrari. There behind, though, is Falcon fighting off Salsaller for 3rd, as Salsaller is going to go to the inside line of the world champion, and I think he might just get it, as it is going to be Michael Macher who leads from Van Leer, Salsaller, Falcon, and then Pisonia, as we're on board with the Dutchman in the Benetton. Is he going to go to the inside line into the hairpin? No, he doesn't. He stays behind for the time being, as heading into the hairpin, there's Rodney Rakus, Material, Pisonia, all fighting each other. Karmavakis onto Van der Bremt, as the midfield is absolutely lively on lap 1 here.
Yeah, that is true. Raku's made up 3 positions that the real car is now getting through Material, but it is plenty of battles in the midfield, as that's Michael Valek already making his way up into 15th. 6 positions gained by the Croatian, and he doesn't look like he wants to stop. We can see there that's Giannini, I think. Yeah, that was Giannini. The car has run out of pace as Ankurinov and Valak both get through him. There is Guido in front. Valak already firmly into points. Great stuff there as Van Leer goes to the inside for the 2 final corners onto Michael Maher, but it doesn't work. He's going to get a poor exit now, and this invites Rodney Rakus out of nowhere. He's up into 3rd.
Yeah, Rakus has an incredible pace as well. The 2 Williamses look really on it today, as Rakus had a look on the inside line there of Johannes Van Leer, but couldn't succeed with it. Either way, Valjak is one who's made a good start as well, and this race is going to be especially important for him, considering he's fighting for a title here once again.
Oh, look at the overspeed from Rodney Rakus there. The Renault engine in full power, in full blast versus the BMW of Van Leer. Van Leer has nothing to fight off as the rain has stopped. The track has just went, but look at Rakus. It's going to be a double overtake. He hits Michael Maher. They both nearly spin, but it is all clean, and it is still Michael Maher into the lead. And now it is just the Finn and the German battling for the race lead. Kind of Mika Hakkinen and Michael Schumacher. God damn it! I'm starting to think more of Schuel than Michael himself. But anyways, Van Leer back into this fight. The 2 Real cars, though, are the big deal as Rakus goes to the inside, and it is gonna work. Rakus is into the race lead.
Yeah, fantastic stuff from Rodney Rakus. He really played his cards well throughout making all of his overtakes, as Van Leer might fall outside the podium as Salsander is trying to get him there. Comedy Pour is going on to Matthew Falcon. Doesn't work for him though, as Mateusz Material swings it round the outside into the final corner and does get the move done.
Yes, there's Milan Evji in all of this, with Shahin also gaining a lot of places at the start of the race. But here we go, Michael Maher wastes no time to the inside. The Ferrari is back into the race lead as the German crowd cheers, but it's not over. It's going to be a big battle today between the 2. And I can sense that Valjak, with his pace, that's Teller going on to 2 wheels. That's VDB. Look at that. In points. In 15th.
Yeah, I mean, that LaRousse car is not really the fastest one, but Van der Bremt is making the best of it, just as he has done in his career in the past, as he goes to the inside line of Michael Valjak into the hairpin. Doesn't get the best of exits, so that's going to allow the Croatian to retaliate onto him, and the move doesn't work either way, though. I think it was a very brave opportunity from VDB.
It was, as Van Leer still keeping in touch with the 2 race leaders, as Rakus again sends it into the right-hander before Zaks, and it works again. But this time Michael Maher a bit closer, but it's not a distance of a move. But there is Van Leer, as Michael Maher just lets him go. That's odd from the Ferrari driver. He maybe wants to save the tyres, save some fuel, because I don't think he would be chickening out of overtakes as Teller makes a mistake. Ankurinova flies past. Valjak is struggling to get through these guys now, as it's not so cluttered anymore. There is not real place for that Williams advantage to kick in. So here we go, Van Leer following the race leader. You can see that the Benetton gains a lot of time on the braking, but then on the straights it just loses out.
Yeah, the switch to BMW power has been a very questioned one for a lot of racing fans, but but I have to say Van Leer is doing the best of what he can in the Benetton, leading the championship at the moment. So I'd say a podium finish is what's going to be necessary for him here to maintain his championship lead.
Yeah, it's just a 6-point gap to Michael Valjak and a 7-point gap to Michael Maher. If he would finish like this, he would extend his gap to Michael Maher. But look at this, the Ferrari is right behind Van Leer. Van Leer is going to get boxed in a bit by Rakus, but the move from Schuel doesn't really work. They are side by side. Schuel is ahead now, but Van Leer has the inside line into Zaks. Michael Maher swings it on the outside, and look at that. That's Salsaler trying to get himself invited into all of this. He goes to the inside. Falcon thought of the same, but they just compromise their exits, and Michael Maher is now let loose onto the Williams once again.
Yeah, and the track also does seem to be drying up now, so I think the favors might start to change for some of the drivers.
You know, I'm surprised that these guys are going for such moves, especially since the inside line, you know, the overtake spots, they're still very wet. But look at that, Valjak, for example, doesn't care about it. He has the grip, he has the power. Up into P12 he goes.
Yeah, very good stuff from Michael Valiak. There goes Michael Macher straight through on the inside line to Rodney Rakus, and he gets the move done for the race lead.
Yeah, very nice stuff there from Michael Maher. You can tell that the Ferrari and the Williams cars are the top this season, and we've been greeted with so many great battles between them in this season, and I'm looking forward to even more.
Yeah, it is absolutely fantastic, the title battle we're being treated to between 3 different teams. And even though you did say Williams and Ferrari are the most powerful cars on the grid, it is this man in the Benetton who does lead the championship. Still, though, we'll see how it's going to go, as Van Leer is having a slight look on the inside line. Doesn't work favorably for the Dutchman. So we're going to see as the top 3 is oh so close now.
Yeah, Rackers now to the inside. This little cut is allowed. It doesn't gain you too much time, does it? As the pack is tightening here. And Saller is catching up to all of this. As Van Leer is going to have a look on the outside. Rakus closes the door, but that allows Michael Maher to fly away. And I think Hendrik is going to have a look on the inside of Van Leer shortly here into the hairpin. It's going to be a swift overtake from the Estonian, as he's also in on the championship, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's P4 in the standings, 14 points behind Johannes. He doesn't go for the move though.
No, that was a bit of a surprise. He looked very, very close, as there is FG and Teller fighting for 13th, that is. So FG's dropped down some positions, it looks like. Yeah,
Radianta up into 21st already. Started near the 30s, so places are gained. As here we go, Rackers and Michael Maher into Zax once again, sector 3. These two have battled so much. Van Leer thought of a move, made a mistake though, went a bit wide. It is a poor exit from the Dutchman, as Rakus to the inside. That's not really what you want to do. The outside line is the more preferable one, and that compromises Rakus, and once again he has to worry about the 2 cars behind him.
Yeah, I have to say the battling between these two have been nothing short of phenomenal in these 7 laps that have passed, and I don't think it's showing signs of stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, and mind you, we're going to also have pit stops in this race. The strategy is going to be insane, judging by how the racing is at the moment. So, yeah, definitely Hockenheim delivering once again as Radianta goes onto Giannini. Giannini started 10th, down into 20th, as he re-overtakes Radianta. A bit of a too big send there, but it's not looking good for Giannini, as it is Rakus now into the race lead.
Yeah, let's see how he got this done.
Yeah, nice and simple.
Simple move into the hairpin.
Van Leer on the inside of Michael Maher. That's not going to work. He's going to compromise himself. Look at Hendrik. Hendrik Saller there to the inside, and he does get him. Very nice stuff there. Quick reactions as Roberto Moreira. Oh!
And that is Moreira into the vault, but I think I might be able to guess what's happened here.
Yeah, we've seen this in EFO. Yeah, we've seen this in EFO. You haven't seen EFO. It was common.
Very common.
Well, it was very common to Junhua Gaizu, not many other drivers, as there's another car out, and that is Aditya Bargos. The Coloni has given up, which is a big shame. Bargos was doing decently here for the car, and the Indonesian out of the race is Michael Maher and Rakus side by side, and Michael Maher tries to retake the race lead, but he's unable to. He's still going to try and go on the outside. He goes outside of the track limits, and he's going to try and hang it on the outside. He's unable to, and what is Shahin doing in 5th already?
That is incredible, but I have to say, I mean, the battle between Michael Macher and Rodney Rakus is just simply incredible. Rakus had some superb defending there, and Michael Macher, who just tried to hang on to the move as best as he can, pushing the limits of his car. I mean, this is what we like to see for the race lead.
Yeah, this really shows you that these are the best drivers in the world, as Salsaler now making a bit of a train of his own, as Rakus is trying to catch back up to Michael Maher, who's retaken the race lead. Van Leer, Shahin and Salsaler in the battle. Van Leer with heavily on the brakes there, blocks Salsaler's path, but the Lotus driver gets a good exit, and I think he's going to get it. No, he doesn't get the position. He's going to have to wait for the Mercedes-Benz Arena, but he doesn't get a good run from it. Shahin might send one. No, he doesn't. He stays composed, and he stays behind as Valyak is already up into 8th. And that 8th place is important to him. I'm losing my ability to pronounce words.
Yeah, just classic commentary shenanigans as Shahin immediately down the inside line of Henrik Salsaler, but he does get a bit of a slide on the exit there. That's going to allow Salsaler and Max Pisonia to get past the Turkish driver.
So look at that, Shahin gets a better run on Pisonia. Beautiful, beautiful battle, and look at him. The man himself, Michael Vela, goes for a double move. He not only gets Pisonia, but he also gets Falcon. Pisonia retaliates. It's going to be side by side into turn 2. And yeah, Valek. Oh, there's a bit of contact between Falcon and Pisonia, though. I think Valek is going to get the position there. A bit of a... Oh, smoke! Smoke from Falcon's car! The Honda engine has given up again.
That is a massive shame for Max Pisonia once again. McLaren's one main issue ever since Season 4 has been reliability.
It just doesn't make sense. Honda have one of the more reliable engines, that's the thing, so it must be just the McLaren car causing all of those issues, because the Tyrrells haven't suffered as much. It must be something within the inner workings of the McLaren that causes all of this, because this just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it is really, really weird to see as Valyak is fending off Pisonia, but yeah, McLaren, who've already had quite a dismal season so far, it's going to be even worse for them.
Yeah, they just can't get themselves up in there. I mean, last season they were fighting for podiums. They had one of the best cars, as Michael Maher. Look at the run, but McLaren had one of the best, a very good car, and the reliability just took everything away from them. Michael Maher, speaking of taking away things, takes the lead away from Rakus with a beautiful overtake.
Yeah, very, very well done from Michael Macher, but touching upon McLaren, I mean, it really goes to show how big their downfall have been, considering in Season 4 they were Constructors Champions.
Yeah, and Drivers Champions too, of Joseph Murray. And all those things seem to be lost as Murray ended his career. And McLaren, despite getting the most pole positions last season, they barely finished races.
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame, but that's racing. That's all you can say to it.
Yeah. Also, we're about to enter the midway point of the race, as Rakus sends it on to Michael Maher, gets a good exit once again. This seems to be Rakus' favourite corner to make an overtake, as Van Leer follows suit with a quick and simple dive. And that's nice. That's nicely done there.
Yeah, Johannes seems to like that corner too. He's done that move 2 times now on Michael Maher, so I think Schuel is just not that... not that attentive through that corner, I'd say.
Meanwhile, we might have a Ferrari civil war on our hands, as Michael Maher goes onto Van Leer. Easy overtake. He's going to push him wide. Shahin might use this. No, he doesn't. He doesn't really use this, as Valyak is catching up to this battle, and we're going to have a beautiful battle in the making, with Van Leer somehow still hanging on to these guys. I don't know how.
Yeah, now both Van Leer and Michael Macher will obviously start to feel the pressure of the Drivers' Championship mounting on them, as that's Van Leer to the inside line of Michael Macher. But these two will have to worry about Michael Valyak, considering this man is second in the championship. And if he does get past both of these guys, especially Van Leer, it's going to be bye-bye to his championship lead.
Yeah, Rodney Rakus currently in 6th in the standings, quite a few points behind, 22 to be exact, behind the current guys behind Van Leer in the championship. So he's pretty much not really in this battle, as Shahin and Valyak all over the back of the McLaren. Shahin unable to find a way, as Michael Maher has caught up, and we have oh yeah, never mind, I'm dumb, nothing happened. Yeah, I mistook a driver. I got completely sidetracked. That's kind of a Vakis, and I couldn't over battling for position. And the McLaren engine is still smoking at the back of Falcon's car.
Yeah, I mean, the question is just when it's gonna go, as Karmevakis goes round the outside line of Sofia and Kudinova. Impressive stuff.
Very, very nice stuff, as we can see Shahin gets through Van Leer. Van Leer is about to do the same, and Michael Maher is right on the back of Rodney.
Yeah, he's definitely going to try it into the hairpin as we now head into turn number 6. Michael Maher is going to go to the inside line of the Finn and the Williams.
Mid-on. It's a double DNF for McLaren.
I cannot believe it. Giuseppe Radianto as well. I mean,
Your gearbox failed for Radianta. Falcon has already stopped as well on the track. There you go. Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh no! Big crash for Teller, and oh!
That is a major, major accident.
What was Teller thinking? Oh no, what happened here? Teller, big mistake there, gets the car up, and then just slams it onto the throttle, spins it, and FG has nowhere to go.
Yeah, that is really stupid from Michael Teller, but a very, very big accident, so we do obviously hope that the two parties involved are alright.
Oi, 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 oi. Big crash right there.
Yeah, not what you like to see.
Yeah. I hope that both of them are okay. Speaking of okay, the race is going even better for Ferrari, as now it's a 1-2 for them, as Rackers... Oi.
Yeah, bit close there.
Yeah, that was too close for comfort, I'd say. But yeah, we have lost 4 cars on one lap. I think that's a new record this season. All, well, 3. No, not all in separate incidents, sorry. But Rackers now to the inside of Michael Maher gets him moved on easily. But it's not going to help him, is it? I mean, he has 2 Scarlet Red Ferraris behind him. Varniak is there, but he has to get through them too to help him. And Varniak is the man higher in the championship order, so I don't think he's going to be keen on helping his teammate as Michael Maher makes the move for the lead. He does make it stick, I believe. Yes, he does. Varniak go for a very weird exit there as the track is getting cloudy.
Yeah, we could have a bit of rain later towards the session, which will be very interesting, considering drivers might be getting a bit more used to the dry now.
Yeah, so and we have the pit stop window also coming up soon. If rain hits you suddenly, try and come into the pits, it might hinder your performance. It might hinder everything you know about the circuit, as Rackers and Michael Maher side by side. Rackers unable to make a move, and we're gonna have a 4-way battle for the race lead.
This is gonna be really, really fun as Rackers goes to the inside line. Valyak goes around the outside of Halil Shahin. One Williams loses out, the other gains, as Valyak is going to gain even more as he goes to the inside line of his teammate. I cannot believe what the two Williamses have been putting up with today, as Valyak is fighting his teammate here, heading down into turn number 6. They're going to be side by side with Valyak on the inside line. No, he's losing out on the straights as he has no slipstream. Shahin is going to try and make up some positions, but Valyak regains it all into the airpin. I can't believe it. What a move from Mihail Valyak.
Yeah, and Shahin is the big loser out of all of this as he drops down to P5. And the two Williams cars are now free to chase down Michael Maher. Shahin has nowhere to go and he's low on fuel. Michael Maher is coming in this lap for a pit stop.
Yeah, it looks to be an early stop for Michael Maher. It's just going to have to fend off Valyak, but yeah, I would say, I mean, we'll see if it is the right choice, but Ferrari do like to try the undercut on their rivals, but we'll see. I have to say though, Mihail Valyak, I mean, where did he start again? It was
Valyak started in 21st, and he's now into the race lead.
Yeah, that is incredible. I mean, there's nothing short of it, really.
as Shaheen is coming in this lap, and he's still gonna put a spanner in the works of Van Laer as he's fighting actually the top 3. All of them are pitting this lap.
Yeah, this is really... It is a bit odd. Usually we have a bit more variation between the top teams, but I guess they're all trying to go safe, especially with the thought of rain coming. So looking at the battle for P12 on track at the moment. Tobias Reaper chasing down Sigarit Friedman as Reaper is gonna go to the inside line of the footwork as we head into turn number 6 now. Reaper should be able to get this done. He gets it done before the corner, just heading into the braking zone, and the Tyrrell will be ahead for P12. Low on fuel though, it doesn't seem to be coming into the pit lane. The Tyrrell car not as good on the fuel mileage as it used to be in previous seasons, especially with the switch to Honda power, as we now look at the 2 Williams and Shaheen all coming into the pit lane. You've got the 2 Dallara cars as well. That's Material and Guillou into the pit lane, along with the Real. I do believe that is Chris Komandipur. So when I see top guys will obviously be hoping not to be held up as Daniel Ward cruises past all these guys. He's coming into the pits this lap as well, so the Tyrrell trying to go a bit longer at the moment. Rakus comes out of the pit lane. There are the 2 footwork cars battling amongst each other as Rakus comes out of the pit lane. Friedman might try to make a move somewhere as Rakus on the curb does get himself a bit out of shape as Michael Macher has gone on some traffic, and that's Material who just came out of the pit lane. He's made contact with Gerard Geerts, and on the grass he spins round. And that was just, I think, cold tires for the pole, and he just spun the car around, and Geerts was collected by the Scuderia Italia. Mateusz does make it back on track.
Yeah, luckily no damage for anyone there, as Raku...
Oh!
No. That is not spray, ladies and gentlemen, that is smoke.
That
Mind
is
you,
gonna be...
Falcon did smoke for around, like, what, 7 laps? It is 7 to go, 6 now. Raku's might make it if he's lucky.
It could be, though. Rodney Rakus' third finish in a row without scoring points.
Yeah, mind you, he did DNF in those 2 previous races. It's just that he's been classified. I don't think that's lucky. So no, he stopped. He's on. He's off.
And that is gonna be a major blow to Williams, who will obviously be fighting Benetton for second in the championship. Now their only hope will be Michael Valyak in this race. So that is a massive shame for Rodney Rakus, though he drove absolutely fantastically, and I think honestly he deserved the win. But yeah, it is really cruel, as the 2 Ferraris will be very, very happy about this news, and they're gonna fight each other here for position at the moment. This should be what is that? 4th and 5th. Pisonia. Look at this guy. Pisonia is 3rd.
Yeah, Pisonia is provisionally 3rd, but look at this. The Lotus cars are going for such a long mileage here. They're coming on. They will be coming on in this lap, and I think Sansala might have enough. He might be enough at least to get the Ferraris.
I mean, last season it was the Ford engine who had the really good fuel mileage. Now seems to be the Judd-powered cars. So, yeah, we will see what the Lotus cars will be able to pull out of the bag here. Shaheen goes to the inside line of Pisonia. Doesn't work at all for him as Michael Macher cruises past him, heading out of turn number 1.
Yeah, it's just still the Ferraris. They need to make progress. This is looking bad as Shaheen. Horrible exit out of turn 3 there. So It's just not looking good. But look at Shaheen, Overspeed King. Oh lord. Well, that came out of nowhere. Shaheen double overtake. Leaves his championship contender teammate down in the mud.
Yeah, that was very, very nicely done from Halil Shaheen. 2 cars into one corner. Fantastic stuff. As now, Salsalar will come into the pit lane. I believe Ankudinova is coming in.
Yes.
Yep. So we'll see where the Lotus cars will end up. It's gonna be quite interesting. They're gonna have to hope for a good stop. Valyak, I think, is gonna get past them though. Yep, there he goes.
Yeah, there is Valyak. There is Van Le, there is Shaheen. Shaheen might not get Salsalar. No, he doesn't.
Ooh. Yeah, it's close. It's gonna be very, very close.
Oh, yep, no, he doesn't get him.
Yeah, Salsalar didn't get the best of exits through turn 2 because he was taking the pit line. So, oh, and that's Valdinger.
That's Valdinger, and that's Van der Bremt as well. That's
Once
just
again.
unlucky.
Yeah. It seems to be where we have a certain moment where a bunch of drivers get caught out by crashes or mechanical issues, and then it just stops, and then it begins again. And, yeah, safe to say, it's claimed 2 more victims.
Yeah, 2 more DNFs, leaving us with just 23 cars left in the running. Back to the front. Shaheen did not get through. Hendrik Salsalar. Van Le is firmly in second, but it's going to be Michael Valyak leading this race, and I think he is pretty much leading it to a cruise at this rate. If the race were to finish like this, Van Le would still lead the championship.
Yeah, it would be down to,
3
I believe,
points.
3 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
As Shaheen there really desperately trying to get through Salsalar, it's just not working for him. And now look at this, Michael might have thought about it, but he backed out because it's a situation without an exit, really, is it? Sure, Michael Maher should just blast past Shaheen, but you know, Shaheen isn't on any team orders, they're on equal terms in a team. So he's not going to have it easy. He definitely doesn't want to take out his teammate from this race and himself with it, as that's Salsalar with a massive spin. And he held, oh my god, he caused even more time loss to the Ferraris. You can't write this, man.
It is just a massive shame for Ferrari. They don't seem to have done the right strategy here with the undercut. It didn't work for them. But I didn't understand why they decided to pit both cars on the same lap. They should have at least maybe had a 1 lap difference at least to the other car, I'd say.
I don't know. Wait, you're talking about Ferrari or?
Yeah, Ferrari.
No, they did.
Oh, okay. No, I was under the assumption that they came in on the same lap. But
No, it was Michael Maher first from the lead trying to do the undercut, and then it was Shaheen.
Oh, okay.
It still didn't work for them.
It's going to be interesting, though. We're on the penultimate lap of the race. Michael Valyak leads by 5.3 seconds over Johannes van Leer. Looks to be a comfortable 2nd win in a row, but as is the tradition in MMS, it's never over until it is over.
Yeah.
Shaheen tries to go to the inside
It's
line.
just
Yeah,
not working. It's just not gonna work. They are stuck.
I think he might get it into the hairpin, though. I think he might.
Yeah, but no, look at Michael Maher. He's gonna get him.
Oh.
He's gonna get both of them. Oh, yellow. Why is there a yellow flag?
Oh, Michael Macher!
No! And Miran, I don't want to spoil the party, but you know what this was caused by? The destroyer of worlds himself.
The silence really spoke volumes, I'd say.
Oh my god, no way. Michael Maher spins. He spins on the curb, and drives into a wall.
That is...
Oh, and that is how a Ferrari championship contention usually ends in real world Formula 1. I guess art imitates life.
Well, that is going to gift Salsaller third in the championship, most definitely. Either way, though, Khalil Shaheen will be left to salvage the little hope that Ferrari do have left, as the two Reals, who are having a blast of a time right now in 5th
It's
and
raining on the
7th.
final lap as well, Miran.
It's only a tiny bit of rain, though. I don't think it'll affect the drivers too much.
Oh, listen. Did you watch the 2021 or was it 2022 Austrian MotoGP? Listen,
No.
fine. Oh, listen. I'm not saying anything, but heavy rain is heavy rain. it can't.
It's not that heavy.
Shush.
Okay.
Let me have my moment. As Ankudinova, though, not the best of qualifyings. She is up into 5th. That's a good recovery drive.
Yeah, it really, really is. Khalil Shaheen, I don't think he'll be able to get third, which is, I have to say, just a massive shame for him at the moment, considering it was supposed to be Ferrari's race, this one, but it will shift in the favor of this man who started all the way down in P21. Michael Valyak will win the German Grand Prix, and in a dominant fashion as well. That's got to be one of the best drives of his career.
And I think one of the best comebacks in MMS history. Position-wise.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely phenomenal from Michael Valyak. Really just demonstrates the fact that he is a world-class driver.
Yeah, Van Leer second maintains his championship lead, then Salsaller third, Shaheen, Ankudinova, Comedy-Port, Pisonia, Guilou. Very nice race. Daniel Ward recovers into 9th. Then you have Reaper, Karmevakis. What a drive from the Greek. Friedman in points. Amazing race overall for Friedman. Miller manages to score some points, and would you look at that, it's Giannini for the Leighton House team as well in the points. As a matter of fact, it's double points as Pfeiffer also finishes in the points. Then you have Igor Witt, Zerankaya, Dicky Speed, and Gibber. I had to do it.
Good race for the midfield, though. We've had a very unusual midfield finish.
As Shaheen has stopped his car, by the way. What?
Whoa. Hey, at least it was after the race. Could you have imagined if that happened on the final lap? We would have been crying in the commentary booth.
I would shut down. Anyways. Konibor, fastest lap. There is a race winner, Michael Valyak. Driver of the day, I think, is self-explanatory.
Yeah, I mean, there is no other man I can give it to bar Michael Valyak. I mean, that was the drive of drives from the Croatian, and I have to say, that is one hell of a way to take your second win in a row this season.
He deserves it. So,
really does.
The championship fight is now down to just 3 points between Valek and Van Leer. Next round is the magical British Grand Prix at Silverstone.
Another staple of the Formula 1 calendar. Should be very, very exciting.
Yes, indeed. So if all that done, Miran, I think we can go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to be safe and roads, wear your seatbelt, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.